Hi, this is Evert Hoff from NoteworthyNewsletters.com. In the first segment of the video, I showed you how a viral competition is a more repeatable and predictable way of doing viral marketing, because not everyone can come up with a creative idea for a catching video or something that people want to spontaneously pass on to their friends with your marketing message attached to that. But any company can come up with an attractive prize that people will want to win and that people will want to invite their friends to also enter the competition. I showed you in the last video an example of one of the campaigns that we've done for a client. I've shown you how it works, that on the first step we get the person to agree to receive the client's newsletter, and in the next step they need to invite a certain number of their friends to also enter the competition before they stand a chance to win the prize. So we really push the people to invite their friends to also participate in the competition. But does this really work? Do we actually get results? And that's what I'll discuss with you now in this segment of the video. With people inviting their friends to enter the competition, and those friends inviting more of their friends, and with those friends inviting even more people, it is theoretically possible for such a campaign to reach an unlimited number of people. It's possible for it to reach millions of people and just go wild. But we've never found that happen on one of our campaigns. It might still happen, but so far it hasn't happened yet. When I first realized this, I was disappointed. But then when I looked at the detailed statistics and analyzed what was happening, I found that it wasn't so bad, and it's actually good. I realized that any result that is better than a non-viral competition is very good, and it makes it more effective than a non-viral campaign to recruit subscribers for your email marketing. Let me show you some of the actual statistics, and then you'll better understand what I mean. We create a special statistics page for each client where you can monitor the results of your campaign. This one shows that this competition, 84,000 people were invited by their friends to also join. 27,000 of those clicked and visited the competition page themselves, and 19,000 or 20,000 entered the competition as a result. 1,700 clicked directly through to the client's website, and as a result the client got about 20,000 subscribers for their newsletter as a result of this campaign. We also look at the percentage of people who click on these invitations that they receive from their friends, and you'll see that it goes up to about 32% of people who click on these emails that they receive from their friends to invite them to also enter the competition, which is really a good click-through rate. You'll also see that of the people who visit the competition page, about 72% of them enter the competition, or at least agree to receive the client's newsletter. We require everyone to invite 9 of their friends in order to stand a chance to win the prize, but the average is about 4.5. We also measure a growth factor, which is the number of entrants in each generation compared to the previous generation, to see how healthy it is. Here we can see on a daily basis how the number of subscribers has grown for this competition. So we can see how it's been growing and growing and growing. We also monitor invitations that failed, emails that failed, to see if there are problems there. Here we have a detailed view that we monitor day by day to see exactly on every day how many people have entered the competition, how many emails have been sent, how many emails per person, number of people who have clicked, etc. All those statistics, we use that to see if we can fine-tune the competition and improve it in any way to improve the performance while it is still running. Our competitions run for about 3 months, and we want to make sure that it gets the best results. This is the most important, interesting part of the statistics. In this table, we show a row for every method that we use to promote the competition. The one that we used was the Noteworthy Competitions newsletter that we sent out. It's a newsletter that goes out to about 4,000 people that we have permission to tell them about new competitions that are starting. And as you can see, 921 of those people clicked on the email that they received and visited the competition page. And of those 921, 522 people entered the competition. They invited some of their friends, and of those friends, 469 also entered the competition. They invited more of their friends, and 476 of those friends also entered the competition. And it grew and grew and grew to more people. And in the end, there were 4,608 people who entered the competition as a result of these initial 522 people who entered. So the rest are all friends and friends and friends of those initial 522 that turned into 4,608 eventual entrants. And each entrant is a subscriber. So let's see, 4,608 eventual results. Let's divide that by the 522. It started off as 522. So we divide that by 522. And that shows us that each of those initial ones turned into 8.8 subscribers. So each initial entrant, each of those initial 522 have turned into 8.8 subscribers. So we're getting 8.8 times the results that we would have had if it wasn't a viral competition. So there we see the result for Travelstart at the bottom, 8.8 times the result of a non-viral competition. Simply Mortgages, we had 2 campaigns for them. The first one got 19.5 times the results than a non-viral competition would have had for them. The second campaign didn't have such an attractive prize, and they got 6.2 times the results of a non-viral competition. As you can see, we're always getting at least 3 times the results of a non-viral competition. So it's always worth your while to have a viral competition. You're always getting at least 3 times the results, but if you offer an attractive prize, you can easily expect 5 times the results, 5 times the number of subscribers than a non-viral competition would have given you. If you combine a viral competition with online advertising, you can build up an opt-in mailing list of any size. When you're buying online advertising, you can either pay per impression, or pay per click, or pay per lead. But when you have a competition, it's usually best to pay per lead, because a lead is when someone fills in a form. And with a competition, people have a motivation to fill in that form. They have a motivation to participate. So it's usually most cost effective to pay per lead when you have a competition. Let's assume it would cost you $1 per lead to get people to enter your competition when you're buying online advertising. That means that if you wanted 100,000 subscribers, then you would have to pay $100,000 for 100,000 leads to come through to your website and enter your competition and formally give permission to receive emails from you. But if you had a viral competition, then we'd only need about 20,000 initial leads, because each of those 20,000 will turn into 5 subscribers, and that means you'll then have 100,000 subscribers from just an initial 20,000 leads. So your cost will just be $20,000 instead of $100,000. That means a viral competition really slashes the cost of the investment that you need to make to build up your opt-in mailing list. You can just pay 1/5 of what it would have cost you to build up that mailing list. So it's really very cost effective. You're getting many times, 5 times the results than you would have had from the same advertising investment. And remember, it's investment because you build up your opt-in mailing list once, and then you can have those people's permission to keep emailing them again and again and again until they unsubscribe. You can maybe budget on losing 10% per year on unsubscribes, but basically you have a mailing list and you have those people's permission. You can use it over and over again, and then it's just the cost of sending an email, which is very low. We at noteworthynewsletters.com have developed a sophisticated system for hosting such competitions for clients. We've done about 6 major campaigns, and through that time we have done many experiments to find out what are the best parameters to use in these competitions to get the most people to invite the most of their friends, to get most people to click on the links in the emails that they receive, and to get the most people who visit the competition pages to actually participate in the competition. We've done all these experiments, figured out the best way, kept the detailed statistics, and really learned how to fine-tune our system to get our clients the best results in their campaigns. So if you really want really good results in your campaign, let us host your viral competition for you. And for more information, just go to noteworthynewsletters.com and you'll find out more details there in how to contact us so that we can design and host such a competition for you. Thanks.